breaking ever since you started speaking. I don't know. You might want to move a little bit so we can maybe get better reception. So you do call back. Right, the number for you to call now to be a part of it is 0907-353-0044. Please stick to that number. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir, Mr. Udwa.
Good morning to you. Is this Olatunji?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
all right,
yes,
from
sir.
Cuba. From Cuba, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, talk to us.
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead, Olatunji.
I think our comrade mentioned some faults of the policing system, and he also mentioned a way out. You understand? Which one of the points I want to put out, which is the aspect of monitoring how these tear gas were distributed. Because tear gas, I don't know if they were amounted for the way they used to use it. You understand? Because if you remember, in last year, in the National Secretariat of PDP, tear gas was used. I believe it is by a security officer. Inside the premises, I saw a man, I don't know where he will be by now. He fell down in the video. I saw him. Many people could not breathe. You understand? And in another way, you have mentioned some other countries which want to convince me, but we still use the example of advanced countries in the way of policing system. I think if they can adopt a microphone, because to approach policing or crime in nations now is very different now, the approach, because of the way people have think otherwise. You understand? So if they can use the approach of megaphone in any of their thing of activity, talk to people since it's a public something, and the media will carry it. So if they can add a policing this evidence through the audiences that are there, that okay, when they go to court, some people may not be compensated because it will be revealed by people that are present there that this police, and by making that communication, people will not trigger, to do violence, for hoodlum, because by disseminating the tear gas immediately, which is a fault that our comrade has analyzed. Their mind is, their approach towards people in the first place is go and destroy, not a good communication. If they can use the system of megaphone, because the approach is different now. Of the military, the whole world now, the approach is different. This is very different now.
Right.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Olatunji. Appreciate that. Olatunji, all the way from Cuba. Now, you also want to bring your voice in the discourse. 0907-353-0044 is the number. What do you think about the use of tear gas by the Nigeria Police Force? Most of the time, especially when it comes to crowd control, especially during protests. All right, what comes to your mind? What measures can be taken? What do you think the police is missing out on? There is an argument that goes on to saying that the IG probably didn't sanction, some of these actions, right? Or probably is unaware of the situation. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning,
Good morning to you, Elder Onaja from Cuba.
Yes, I have been waiting this morning, my brother.
From Cuba, right? Go ahead.
From Cuba.
Go ahead, Elder.
I leave all the radio station waiting for you this morning.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Elder. Talk to us, yes. Appreciate. Elder, go ahead.
Our man don't go.
I know he did.
I have 3 questions for him.
Okay.
Let's say you are appointed as a commissioner of police by IG, and then there's a protest in Abuja, and then the order from Villa that process not take place, and then they give that order to IG, and they give to you as a commissioner of police. What do you do? Are you going to refuse to carry the order? And then say a politician they appoint Inspector General of Police. These people are talking about police are into pity because they don't know the policy and then the directive of police.
Right.
That is one question for you.
Okay.
And then the second question, a protest starts, and then you are appointed as a commander to monitor that process. And then the road where they say the protest not pass, and then they break into that road. What did you do? And then 2, the protest starts, and then you are appointed as a commander to monitor that process. And then you see the process they turn to violence, begin to break a street light, begin to demolish this and this. What did you do? Are you going to keep silent? And then 2, if you are talking about tear gas is just a smoke. and then a wind can carry it to anywhere. You are talking that if you are in a store, a bloated guy, and then if you enter your store, you can go to court. You can't control wind. The same thing with ammunition. You may fire ammunition, you go divert, go and meet another person. You don't control the ammunition after you have fired it. And then you don't control smoke after you have smoked it. Wind can carry it, go to anywhere.
Yeah.
And if you are talking about that journalist that in beggar there, you see, as a human rights as a comrade, you should know the rule of a place. If a place man go and join himself with enemy, moving towards police, so he's recording something. He put himself to danger. Every policeman needs to be with police and continue recording, not to go and be with enemy and started say you are recording something there. Any violence, any ammunition can meet you. If the protest are changed to violence, if the center for where police are going to use, it's going to affect you. The journalists always be with police, with journalists uniform. Before police will open this is what we call a chemical called smoke and this and this. Police will use a magazine. Dispatch. If we don't dispatch now, we are going to use so thing on you. If you are innocent person there, you have to leave because police can't blow smoke without warning you.
Okay.
The word of information will be confirmed. It means for you to leave that place or wait for action of police. You can't say police.
Okay.
Where you don't know the inside of police.
All right, Elder.
I'm not a police.
Yeah.
I'm a security expert.
Yeah.
That three questions I want you to answer.
Okay.
Thank you very much. God bless Nigeria.
Appreciate. All right, that's Elder Onaja there. I mean, some very hard thoughts he has brought on into the discourse. Well, yes, please go ahead, comrade.
I'm listening to our family members, especially the last caller.
Yes.
It's unfortunate that we have gotten to this point where we begin to legitimize illegality and begin to find a ways to, give excuses and reasons. We ask three questions.
Yes.
If another is looking for what have you. I don't know who is ordering, but I know that police is supposed to be independent in policing society, and there were rules of engagement. I will give you a classical example. 2024, during End Bad Governance protests, we saw CP in Benin City, that's the Edo State. We saw the one in Lagos, especially at Ikeja, showing extraordinary, police citizens relationship. While the protest was going on, they guided protest, directing their movements, giving them water to drink and biscuits. It's on video.
Right, I saw that
in another climb like Abuja, where there were no violence, tear gas are being shot at protesters. So what do you call that? Is it not the same from the same IDP? Engagement differs. Whether you see maybe protesters derailing from maybe a place you channel them to move. It is engagement. That is where superior argument, where manner of approach, where attitude comes in. There's a way you talk to the organizers, they will direct their people. That is a fact.
Okay.
You talk about making case for extrajudicial killing of a journalist. It's unfortunate that such a member will be talking in this manner. The same shite protest, a deputy commissioner of police was killed. If he's not aware, negotiating, discussing, and he was shot. And the different reports allegedly claim that the bullet that killed the police officer is from the police. Allegedly.
Right.
So you ask yourself, if such situations are occurring, how do you then make excuses? So I think what he has really done to our system today is that he has shown a total collapse of public trust. A situation where citizens will now begin to go, we no longer see police as the protectors. Crimes will go unreported. Witnesses will disappear. Communities will choose silence over cooperation. At that point, policing becomes blind and reactive, not preventive. A police force without public trust is already defeated, even if it's armed. And this has given rise to self-help, where you go to that today that almost every city has vigilantes. every community are devising a means of protecting themselves. Communities nowadays organize local militias in the form of vigilantes because the trust in police system have eroded. And that because you begin to hear comments like this. You begin to see mob justice, jungle justice or mob justice because it becomes a normalized situation. Here, for example, there were reports yesterday that one chance criminals were caught at beggar roundabout. Instead of taking them to police, the video that circulated showed we are beating those guns, which is condemnable. But because there were not a trust on police has already eroded. If not, it would have been that you get a criminal, you hand them over to police. Police will use instruments of the law to get justice.
Right.
And if we allow it, innocent people will get killed without trial. This is how state authorities erode from grassroots up to the top. And it will make youth to radicalize every movement of that's what it means. Oppression doesn't kill anger, it stores it. Peaceful protest turns violent when you mismanage it.
Okay.
Youth will completely lose hope in dialogue and law. Extremists and criminal groups gain recruits because they will be seeking for justice. History shows that this clearly EndSARS did not start violence. Repression made it explode. You agree with me on that? And that can even cause international isolation and sanctions. Human rights, even the one owned by the government, National Human Rights Commission, oftentimes gives different facts. This current Human Rights Commission, under the leadership of Tony Ojukwu, have in different fora reported that police are shooting at them, even in their headquarters in Abuja.
Police shooting at them?
Yes. You can Google it. Travel bans can be placed on officials, senior officials. Security corporations restrictions can even be implemented if we continue in this way. Nigerian risk becoming a barrier in rights-sensitive partnership, affecting funding, training, and intelligence sharing. So we must do whatever we can do. There are no perfect arrangements, there are no perfect situations. But in areas that requires commendations, we give it. Areas that requires condemnation, we give it. We shouldn't be making excuses for situations where that we can use human, approach, best methods to, arrest. The growing use of tear gas in Nigeria is not just a policing issue. It is a democracy issue. If unchecked, it normalizes repression, deepens mistrust, and widens the gap between the police and the people they are meant to protect.
All right.
So security is not achieved by choking citizens into silence. It is achieved through trust, accountability, and professionalism.
Appreciate, comrade. I mean, time will not allow us, and I see the phone line still buzzing. Can't still go into those calls right now because of other broadcasts. But thank you, comrade, for adding your voice in the discourse this morning. And we hope that the use of tear gas by the Nigeria police will be doused with the need for reforms, proper reforms, and accountability. And the government, of course, must take steps to regulate police actions as well as ensure respect for human rights. If they will not be seen complicit, if they want to remove themselves and say we are not complicit, we are not part of this one, they have to take this measure, and that's what you've been able to identify this morning. Thank you too for bringing your voice in there.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate. Well, and to each and every one of us that have also added our voices, can't go any further, but thank you, far too kind. I'll be right back on the flip side of 10 with more programming. Remember, this is Eagles Morning Rises Breakfast Show, and this is the special